Hi, fam. Let's talk about volunteer experiences for your first job. Did you know that you can volunteer and you can use that volunteer job on your resume for your first job? And why not do a volunteer job that is new, fresh, and exciting to you? Something that you've never done before and wanted to do. That's shaping yourself into who you want to be. Let's say. Let's say, for instance, oh, okay. Let's say, for instance, if you were interested in videography, there's a lot of places you can volunteer doing that, even in the church. Churches that videotape the entire services, you could learn how to videotape through there. You could volunteer at WGVU. Those stations that are on television that are public stations, you can volunteer there. There's a lot of places that you can volunteer. Just use your creativity in everything you do. I mean, the world is full of opportunities. People will always be talking about that jobs are scarce and this is scarce and that is scarce. Not for you. It's not for you. You can be, do, and have anything you want if you just apply yourself to it, and if you don't think that you can't. You have to be real careful of your self-talk. Don't ever tell yourself, oh, I'm ugly, I'm dark, I'm not feminine, or I'm too feminine, or anything like that, because you are just the way God made you, and you are just right. So get yourself together and get on down to some kind of job that you might like. If you think you might like counseling people. Oh, I heard some teenagers say something about being a peer counselor. Ooh. You know, a lot of jobs that people have, you think they have degrees for them, and they don't. And if you're the type of person that get along with people real good, like I know you do, you can do some peer counseling, and your supervisor will like you and keep you on as a paid person. You'll start getting paid for this. And from there, you have a bright future. Go ahead and get your first apartment. And if you got to work to keep your apartment, then you want to keep thugalicious people away. You don't need that kind of goings-ons, because then your future won't be bright. You'll get evicted from your apartment. You'll lose everything you have messing with the wrong kind of people. But you got to mess with people who are going your way. Like, and you, I know that you get along with people from every walk of life. All kind of cultures and everything. You're not easily insulted, and you're easygoing. And don't let nobody tell you you're not. You are. So, you know, just go ahead and volunteer somewhere. Even if it's only for one day out of the week. Volunteer. And, you know, you don't have to overwhelm yourself. Volunteer one day out of a week doing peer counseling. You like people, and you had a few experiences in your life, and being a peer counselor will teach you skills that you need, like how to listen. Everybody needs to learn how to listen. We all can talk. Everybody can talk well, but we gotta listen. And people need somebody to listen to them. Listening to people is a way to show love. If you listen to somebody, they'll feel more important. You gave them the blessing of your time. Wow, that's deep. So that's great. Do that. And I just want to see you be well and do well. Anybody who misuses you, talks bad to you, I mean bad. I'm not talking about like you have a friend who is willing to correct you or something like that if they feel you're wrong about something having to do with your getting ahead. But other than that, if somebody wants to call you names that low rate you or something of that nature, let them go, baby. Let them fall by the wayside. You don't need them. Point blank, period. Because it's enough people out here who would love to be friends with you and have your company. So, you could be a peer counselor, or you could even work at a women's organization. I used to work at one called Every Woman's Place, where you could do the helpline where people call in a state of emergency. And that would be like one night out of a week if you want. One night out of a week for maybe a certain amount of hours, 2, 3, maybe 4 hours. That wasn't my thing, no. But you don't know what is your thing. If you look, just go ahead and go to an employment agency such as Michigan Works and just look at what's available. And get yourself a counselor so that they can tell you, they can show you things. They can show you jobs that are available. They can test you and see who are you really. There's no right or wrong on that test. It's just it's just them testing you and seeing what your interests are, where you would best fit in life. So you're just coming out of the gate. Give yourself a chance, Love on yourself. You got to keep that positive self-talk coming at all times. Any negativity that you've been fed, override it. Even if a negative thought come to you and you have to clap to get rid of that thought and then replace it. And another thing, any bad habit you have, the only way you can get out of it is replace it with a good habit. And eventually that habit will go away. But if you have a bad thought that comes to your head, clap and then replace it with a good thought. Anything that you want, such as anything that you wish you were. Like, for instance, if you wish you were more organized, then you look at yourself and say, I am organized. Don't say, I will get organized. Say, I am organized. And your brain will believe anything you feed it. At night when you go to bed, see yourself like you want to be. I see a lot of young people wanting to be large and in charge. I see a lot of young people wanting to be able to tell other people what to do. If that's your thing, then go ahead at night and see yourself as the boss. That's fine. I just want you to have, do, and be anything you want. Anything. As long as it's positive. At night when you go to sleep, that's the last thing that should be on your mind, is seeing yourself just how you want to be. And go to sleep on that. And when you wake up to that. The first minutes of your waking up in the morning, introduce yourself to positive messages. I don't care. Hey, I'll tell you who you can listen to. Get on YouTube and listen to Lakeisha Michelle. She is so positive. I listened to her song today for the first time. That's a great song. The one that says, I'm sweet, I'm pretty, I mean, it was a really nice song. I forget now. But anyway, check her out, Lakeisha Michelle on YouTube. And that'll be a good start. Love you. Bye.